This year's Ross has been more attritional than most. 162 riders left in the race as it started in Sneem, and with 1,857 metres of climbing ahead of them, there was likely to be fewer in Clonakilty. Team Ireland's Eddie Dunbar was among them, and after yesterday's disappointing mechanical issue very near the end of that stage, he was determined to make amends. But he was within 20 seconds of GC despite his troubles yesterday, so there was no way he'd be allowed to escape too easily. He was reeled in on the Cahir Pass. It was another perfect day for it. Glorious, on-Ross-like conditions as they made the top of the Cat 2 climb all together. Less than 10 kilometres later they were climbing again, this time the Category 3 Glengariff, and it was Dunbar who crested first. Behind him, Nicodemus Holler was second. It was a good day for the German. He was first up 2 other KOM points and is now comfortably ahead in the battle for the Mountains jersey. After a series of attacks and chases around Skibbereen, several small groups eventually converged to form one strong group of 10, and when they hit the Glandore climb, they had almost a minute and a half on the peloton. There were 6 Irish riders in the break, and hopes were high for another stage win after Owen Morton's success on stage 2. He was in there again, and well placed as they swept into Clonakilty for the 10k loop to the finish. Clemens Fankhauser's yellow jersey group were chasing hard, but the gap was enough to mean the breakaway would succeed. It has splintered to 6 as they hit the McCurtain Hill for the sprint up to the finish. Morton, Damien Shaw and Conor Dunn were all still there, but Wouter Moll had the power required to deny a second Irish stage win of the 2016 Ross.
I'm not a person who wins very much, so every win is good for me and nice. I've a couple of good wins in the past, and this is one of them too.
There is the confirmation of the Flying Dutchman's stage victory, just ahead of Rival Platform's Troels Running Winter and UCD's Owen Morton. It has been an impressive Ross for the Irish, 4 in that top 10 today. It has been more than impressive for UCD. It's been pretty incredible. A second top 3 finish for them today through Morton, and their main GC rider Ian Richardson is leading the county rider classification for the second year in a row.
I kept myself fresh all day, didn't really make any attacks, just went after McChrystal a couple of times to make sure he wasn't getting away. And once I got to this climb I had fresh legs and I was able to keep it the leaders all the way over the top.
We always wonder every year if the county teams can still match the pro teams, so what's the secret? You're certainly doing that and more this year.
Plenty of hours on a bike.
Yeah, and a professional trainer.
Yeah, with the same coach, the pair of us. So yeah, Nico's he's a good coach. He keeps us on the straight and narrow, and if we try and deviate it, we're punished. So no, he's over the moon. The whole team's over the moon. So yeah, we're happy, very very happy.
Clemens Fankhauser hung on grimly to the race lead. His tireless Tyrrell team, going for 3 Ross wins on the bounce, have maintained his slim 2-second margin. Matthew Holmes of Madison Genesis has crept in under the radar to second, and Damien Shaw's efforts making the break have been rewarded. He's on the same time and is the best placed Irishman. Stage 6 is 158.6 kilometres from Clonakilty to Dungarvan. There are 3 categorised climbs at Windy Gap, Rathcormac and Knock Row. The stage starts at O'Donovan's Hotel on Pearse Street at 11 o'clock.